Hello and welcome to the MRO show presented by Chadwell Supply. I'm your host, Adam Porter. Chadwell Supply is 100% dedicated to the multifamily industry. Your order is on our truck delivered the next day. Learn more at chadwellsupply.com. And I have the privilege of sitting next to my new friend, Mark Sharp with the Maintenance Academy. Now, Mark, you have a very interesting slogan on the back of your shirt there. It says, the future of maintenance education.
That's right.
And so tell me a little bit about, Mark, how you got your education in multifamily that brought you to the point of where you are investing in practical applications for maintenance training.
So my story is not like others in the industry. I found multifamily by accident. You know, this was not planned.
Okay.
I've met, I can count on one hand in 25 years, the number of people who chose this industry. Mm-hmm. And I've been blessed. You know, I was able to work with some really good individuals who cared about their positions, cared about their jobs, cared about the customer, cared about maintenance. And they instilled those values in me at early stage in my career. So I was just super blessed to have great supervisors who wanted the best for their teams, the best for their residents. And when you are brought up in that sort of culture, you adapt it and you just roll on with it. And that has been a philosophy of mine, like I said, for the last 25 years. It's not about me.
Right.
You know, it's about the customer, or it's about that experience. Without them, we don't have jobs. So let's do what we can to make them as happy as we can, right?
I love that you talked about the passion that they have to take care of people, the passion for the work. It definitely is contagious when you're surrounded by people that love what they do and love who they do it for. It really makes a big difference.
It does.
Overall, when you think about the skill level of multifamily maintenance, would you say that the skill level is about the same as always been? It's a little better than it's been, or is it a little lagging?
That's a difficult question to answer in that way, because I think when I got into the industry 25 years ago, maintenance was different than it is now. Mm-hmm. So to say that it's the same or lacking or better, I think it's different.
Okay.
And the industry is changing. The blue collar, hands-on, sweat around your neck, screwdriver turning individuals. These individuals are retiring. You know, they're leaving the workforce. And so the multifamily industry has had to adapt. We've had to create programs and automations that these other individuals used to just handle like clockwork. And so, I'm that's a hard question to answer, but it's different, Adam.
Let me come at this a different way. If you're one of these guys who's new and maybe you didn't grow up turning wrenches, you didn't have that practical application as a kid or as a teenager learning like some of us did coming up, and you look at this as an opportunity, you feel unprepared or underprepared as you're coming in. What can somebody who wants to get into the industry, who is interested in learning, do for a first step?
So first off, is anyone new coming in the multifamily industry? Yes, come in. This industry is wonderful. I often say it's recession proof. You know, people will always need somewhere to live. Mm-hmm. And if you don't like maintenance, there's always operations, there's paint, there's marketing, there's AI integration, there's so many avenues into this industry. But for multifamily maintenance specifically, the first step would be to a company like the Maintenance Academy that offers these free short form 2 to 3 minute videos dedicated and curated for professional development that teaches these individuals that are brand new to the industry. Because in maintenance, on your first day, it's here's your keys, here's your phone. You go on call next week, by the way.
Right.
Good luck. Go have fun. Here's 20 work orders, or here's a turn. Go knock yourself out.
Figure it out. We're counting.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Yes. And so the Maintenance Academy has these short 2 to 3 minute videos that are there dedicated to help you with your professional development. That's what they're for.
I love that. Guys coming in now, they grew up with these.
Yeah.
They spend a lot of their lives on these. This is where they go first for information.
That's right.
So if you can package a mentor and put it in one of these, you're going to meet them where they are. So what are some of the topics, Mark, that Maintenance Academy is prioritizing to help these guys learn and bridge that gap?
Sure. We are working on continuously adding to those categories. But right now, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, make-readies, curb appeal. We have a whole section devoted to soft skills because 25 years ago, people actually left their homes to go to work. I would work for days and go to do work orders and never see a single resident at home. Now that's completely flipped. You go to residents' homes to complete those work orders. There's always someone home now.
Right.
So we have to learn how to communicate to a resident. That's never been a skill ever taught to any maintenance guy ever.
And every resident out there is super excited and happy that they have an issue. Yes.
Exactly. They love it when you come to their house. But so there's an entire section devoted to customer service, how to have those conversations, what to say, how to turn yourself from a maintenance tech to a maintenance professional, and you want to be the professional. So there's customer service, soft skills, project management, how to engage with vendors like Chadwell.
Right.
You know, how do I talk to my rep when I need something? Those sorts of things. But then also we cover mental health, because while yes, we want you to grow professionally, we want you to be well-rounded and prepared to do your day-to-day, we also care about you as a person.
Yes.
And we want to make sure you have an outlet or ways to cope and some strategies to help you with that, because it is a stressful job.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things. One of the podcasts that was recorded yesterday here at the trade show, they were talking about NEA did a maintenance survey. And one of the issues that came up repeatedly was not the type of work that was going on, but it was the mental and emotional stress of the not knowing what might happen, particularly if you're on call. Can I take a nap? Can I leave the area? What are my rules? What are the rules for me? And it's stressing out because can I hang out with my kids? Will I make that soccer game? There's a lot there. So helping with those soft skills is great. There's something you said, Mark, a minute ago that I really want to come back to, because Chadwell Supply, one of the things we talk about is we're the favorite supplier of multifamily professionals. And then we talk about maintenance technicians. What you said is take somebody who is a technician as a job and help them become a professional. That sounds like it's taking somebody, this is what I heard, somebody who has a profession and then making them somebody who is a professional. How can we make that happen? What's the transformation and transition look like, Mark?
Well, first off, we have to let the maintenance individuals in this industry know that we actually care about them.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, we care about your personal and your professional development. Yes, we want you to complete service requests. Yes, we want you to do these make readies. Yes, we want you to make our properties look as beautiful as possible to get residents in. But we also care about you as a person.
You're a person, not a means to an end.
Right. And if a company has a strategy, has a path for these individuals that they can see, they're much more willing to stay on their properties and invest in their properties and their companies if they know they have a future.
So when you talk to these guys and they see the investment that's being made in training that's helping them, what are some of the things that they're concerned about? What are they looking for from a specific standpoint? What types of training?
They're looking for really any training, because currently, I don't want to say there's none being offered, because there are companies out there who have training programs.
Chadwell University.
Chadwell University. And there are also property management companies who have their own in-house training platforms and training academies. And great, those are wonderful. But what the industry needs, what the techs need, is a resource they can go to. They just need somebody to say, hey, we built this for you. So really, any training is good training, because there's just nothing out there.
So when technicians, they're looking for the maintenance academy and they find some good content on there, but if they're looking for something, maybe they don't see it, or maybe they want more of it, they need to reach out and say, hey, Mark, we're looking for this.
Yeah.
Because then you're able to go out and make that content. I know you have partners out there, including Chadwell Supply in the industry, working with you to create the content for them. So if somebody's out there, how can they find the maintenance academy, and then how can they interact and really become part of helping you help them?
Right. Great. Thank you so Thank you so much for asking that question.
Yeah.
So the website, it's maintenanceacademy.com. And yes, we are a content creator based website. We need content creators in order to have these resources available. So if there are individuals who are looking for something that we don't have, leave us a note. I'll be happy to leave my email address. I can I say it? I mean,
go for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
it is Mark, MARKS at maintenanceacademy.com. Shoot me an email. Let me know, hey, I would like some videos on this. And then we can reach out. And if you are a potential educator and you would like to submit some content for the Maintenance Academy, yes, please. We need the content. That's how we're going to grow. That's how we're going to benefit the industry as a whole. I'm in the upstate of South Carolina. There are certain systems and tools that I have access to. I may not have the same system as someone in Seattle or South Dakota or West Virginia. And so like we're going to need individuals from around the country who are willing to create some content for us in order to make this successful. And
it doesn't necessarily have to be something that's super produced or super professional. It can be a guy changing out a garbage disposal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that stuff because, I have a fun garbage disposal story. Let me share one of mine. So we were doing a reno, and it was probably the third one I've ever put in. And I'm underneath the sink, and it's on there pretty tight. That ring is on. I'm pulling on the O-ring, turn in, I grab a wrench, and I pop it. I give it the tap, and it spins completely, but it had been fused in place by the rust that used to be the other part of the ring. So I'm up underneath the sink, and I saw it happen in slow motion, Mark. I look up there, and here comes the disposal. Bam! Right on my sternum. And I lay there for a second. My buddy in the other room, he was putting in some baseboard. He looking around the corner, he said, "You all right?" I'm like, nope. I will be.
Not at the moment, no.
Not at the moment. But I said that would have been a funny video. How not to do it.
Right.
Like make sure you employ the other hand that you got attached to the other side of your body when you can.
Or get the tool that's a lift. You set the garbage disposal on it, and it's a hydraulic, and you lift it up, and it holds it in place.
There you go. And that would say, if you're out there and you have that tool and you're putting in the garbage disposer, Mark S at Maintenance Academy at Maintenance Academy.
Maintenance Academy.
At maintenanceacademy.com.
Yes.
Send it in.
Yes, please.
So when you're thinking about the future of maintenance education, Mark, as a guy who's a visionary, has obvious passion and heart for this, what do you see as kind of the next evolution in maintenance training?
Well, I see a lot. There are some great maintenance training platforms out there. There are here at this expo. There are a lot of opportunities out there for maintenance education, and I think I have to be very careful here because somebody will prove me wrong, and that's fine. I don't mind being proved wrong.
That's how we learn.
Yeah, it's how we learn. But I used to be a part of an industry that would send maintenance out for training. You would go and they would invest in a day-long seminar or some training. But the industry is so understaffed right now. Maintenance, I don't want to say it has become a back burner, but it's the focus just isn't there. And so I see the future of maintenance education being something tangible, real life, you could hold in your hand, and you have to invest in yourself.
Right.
Again, there are companies out there who invest in their teams. But when I got into this industry, if I wanted to learn, I didn't wait for my company to say, hey, we want to send you to this. They did, but I was hungry. And so I invested in myself. And we're going to need a class of individuals who are willing to take 2 to 3 minutes, 4 or 5 times a day to watch some videos to get them that development.
Invest in yourself. And you've packaged it so nicely, Mark. It's simple to go in there, watch a 2 or 3 minute video, and then go practice that thing. We've all got garbage disposers in our house. We've all got door knobs we can take on and off.
That's right.
These are things we can do in our own homes to increase our skills. And so watch the video, check out the content. So Mark, thank you so much for taking the time with the MRO show to chat with us about your vision for the future of maintenance education through the Maintenance Academy. Thank you for being a partner with Chadwell Supply and having a heart to take care of the people who take care of our residents.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Adam. Appreciate it.
And thank you for listening to this episode of the MRO show presented by Chadwell Supply. If you appreciated what you heard and you learned something from Mark, please rate us 5 stars on your favorite podcast service. And definitely check out the Maintenance Academy anywhere you can find it, on social, on the net. Check it out. Look often, look early, because it's there for you. And if you want more MRO show, you can check us out at chadwellsupply.com/podcast.